Mema achi ema kwa ba abono siebo eso ene eye fia da ene eboja ye ene kota ni mabosum ni da to se dwenu son wa fempim ye ni edwenu mienu no emo na ensema hodo amede bro ene anope edoso ya nkasa ne dimu akotan bia wo beti ene se enu ada ena mahibedwafo a womo ayekobolofu a womo pe dwuma ko ayedu womo eko privilege committee ne nim no enu ada ena omo sha asese omo tietie dia efri mu eba ye efri privilege committee no enim emuchire mo na mo no mahibedwafo bebre etime ache omo adwen edi afa sansem na ekwo so no yebebom pa edi ama ewo kase eso na ekani moderator edi ma Presbyterian Church of Ghana Professor Mate wodi ababeto dwase sese no kwan ofa so edi kasa efa ensema ekoso wo man mu no wasesa no adenti na wasesa ne sese ni nyina obete ewo kase eso sanso NPP oso kokokwa manyuku no enefia dey omomantem abato no ebekoso ebibekoso na ebibekoso echina na ukopie mu ewobo is mantem a eden pa na ekose na no pe bibia biara aye krado a womo etwense abato no ebeba so na yesentwe ne obutu honom obeboye mu pa ede amaye ewe na no pe kase eso nsem ka we hu ena mede bro se anopa no nsia kase abrame oba pa me visa kosiate medika se ebro ma metwa me hu sima me ba medika se boy de wo mu kasa ebemo Mema akwaba ediba XTV anopa no nsia kase so kase boyfriend kramponi mantemu pokwasi festos adum plaza building mo ene ye share ukopie mu ewa barefoot ntan kase no so a Facebook XTVGH YouTube XTV Ghana TikTok XTV 391 na yenyina ye wo oman mo enche kra ye ene beto dwase ukopie mu ewa mahibedwafia mahibedwafo mako miense bia yom kobola wo mo pe edwuma ko nipa wodi kan onyonyam ne sera adwasafo a wo ye mahibedweni edema adehye mo dome kwabenya abato mpeso so de otoso mienu onyonyam ne Kennedy akopre kwa Japan a wono nso ye mahibedweni a wogire mo edema adehye mo wo Asin Central de otoso miensa onyonyam ne Henry Court a wono nso mahibedweni edema adehye mo wo Ayewaso Central sanipa mako miensen ene yese wo mo pe adwuma ko na eyade a wo mo antimi aba beji krate bia na pose permission biara infa free impanifo enchense wo mo pese wo mo etene fie na ehunsem de ebeye deja papampa ewo mam ne sente no mahibedwe chiame Advanced Kisford Sumani Bagbin obone homodem ehye sanipa mako miensen yede wo mo privilege committee enem na wo mo nye hwehwemo na wo mo bekire ne nti a sanipa mako miensen wo mo ntimi amma mahibedwe fie busumi bebre na enomo enu ada ba beto dwase fiti enrai enomba betena se no motimi esusususu ho na omo aye hwehwemu ehu adekudi port nti a sankrofoi wo mo ntimi amma mahibedwe fie na enomo ansana sa asitren kra ebekoso no mahibedwe ni a wogire modima adehye omo wo Temale North abato mpeso so onyonyam ni ahasa suhuyini wono edi ababeto dwa ese wono die wosusu se onyonyam ni sera adwasafo wono de nasam ne de agensem enti mo obi biara enhwe ade papa bi enim enfemfri privilege committee no enim wo twem se ne suba ne nyeme bi a wo dan de no enya de ono de nasam no podi ewose ye ka ho ase wo twem se nimpeso aso hofo no wo mo enogire omanem o mahibedwafie enya de asetimemufo wo honom no wo mo kra etimi edikrate bi ababe piemo mahibedwafie ebisa se wo mo mahibedwani no ewo hinti wono de wo se onyonyam ni sara adwasafo de ono na asem ne de enya de wo se nipa bi eha wo ho ewo na asem no eho.
I think that she was called to higher service after she was voted for by the people of what's the name of she was called to higher service as Minister of State of the Republic of Ghana. Yes, higher service,
social protection,
with the responsibility of running the ministry. In the beginning, it was clear to all of us that the appointing authority did not know her whereabouts and could not bring her down. Yet, she remains Minister of State. That, for me, is an insult that I still cannot fathom why we as Ghanaians are comfortably living with. I said, and you will agree with me, that in the beginning, it was clear to everybody that the appointing authority did all that it could, gave us all the timelines that she was coming back to work, and failed before someone was appointed to act. I mean, the impudence alone should attract an outright dismissal. And as to why the appointing authority, His Excellency the President, with all his government, the no-nonsense Nana Akufo-Addo that we're told he is, continue to tolerate and make us accept that, oh, someone is acting, no problem, someone's acting. It beats my mind that we are that tolerant as a people. It beats my mind. And that is why I think that if we can tolerate the president like that, who called Adwoa Safo to higher service, why should Parliament bother? Parliament will also be tolerated if it doesn't do anything. Because in the scheme of things, I mean, her role is to her constituents, and her constituents have not petitioned Parliament. They haven't. Maybe they are satisfied with whatever she's doing. So what has Parliament got to do, apart from maybe our standing orders and laws? Really, in my view, personal view, I don't think we should bother ourselves with it. I think that she was called to higher service after she was voted for by the people of, what's the name of it? She was called to higher service as Minister of State of the Republic of Ghana. Yes, higher service.
Social protection.
With the responsibility of running the ministry. In the beginning.
Ni pawaka sai mashibe junior wojire modima de shi omo watermelon not about 1 peso so na eye absenteeism fuo ho nsensem ye mo mashibe junior wono so jire modima de shi omo wo ayawa so asawase eye ononyam ne Ahaji Mohammed Mubarak Mutaka wono so edi nsembia ba betudwa wo kanyina ene say san krofo ye yedo omo eko privilege committee ne ne wonu de bepem ne enya de a wote ase wo chire mo say sa nkrofo ya yede womo ekoi womo so womo ye adwuma wo chire mo say mahwebedwafo na aka no womo fa womo ho emfenwura sa nkrofo yi mo wo si ebinum say womo yare na sa obepie mu ewo man Ghana mu so obi ye teacher ni obi ye doctor ni na wo yare yetimi ma ni leave eye afi ba ko mfimienu ni nyina na ye etua ne ka adenti na womo mahwebedwafo ni de womo je no akwa dance na wo chire mo say womo so womo ye nipa enti no woni de wonti ase ne enti a yede sa nkrofo yi ekọ privilege committee no enim.
I just want to remind our colleagues who are on the privileges to know that this is about ourselves. This is about ourselves. And I'm sorry to say, the public, some for lack of understanding the work that parliamentarians do, others for whatever reason for themselves, speak evil and ill of members of parliament. We can't hate ourselves that much. We can't. You and I have been in this country. I will not want to mention specific names. Go check Supreme Court. I know people, Supreme Court judges who were sick for 3 years. They were still being paid. They were there, but they were on the job. That's why they got the sickness, because they were on the job. So the state continued to take care of them. For 3 years, they were not working. They were still being paid. If we were to follow the Constitution, once they became incapacitated, we were supposed to be removed, but they were not removed. Go check civil servants. How many civil servants in this country, as you and I are speaking now, were sick or are sick, but because they are sick on duty or in office, so maybe he's a chief accountant, but he's now ill, everybody empathizes with him or her. The state continues to pay that person until the person gets well. Go check how many teachers, go check how many doctors, how many nurses, how many accountants, how many directors are in this state. The state continues to take care of them and give them time to recover and come back. When it is a member of parliament, because of numbers, of voting and other things, we want to treat ourselves this way. And we members of parliament think that, oh, it is fine to do it. This is just taking a dagger and stabbing yourself. Because the public who don't understand the work that you do, just think that you don't deserve anything. Look, believe me, even if members of parliament go naked, you still have people who think we are still not doing enough. So if we as parliamentarians decide to hate ourselves, well, it's up to us. So I want to caution my colleagues on the privileges. Reflect all the things that is happening and put each and every one of these members in your own shoe and ask yourself whether these members are deliberately doing what they are doing.
Ntino mashebe dwani a wogire mo di ma de hye omo wo asawase asante mantemu abato mpeso so onyenyam ni Alhaji Mohammed Mutaka Mubarak en wono so wetimi akire na adwen no eka ne moderator Edima Presbyterian Church of Ghana Right Reverend Professor Emmanuel Mate wono so edibia babetun wo twemu se emre bi etwemu no se nyema bi ekoso ewo man mo kwan wo fa so edika ho asem se na amafo etwa bono se na oye ni niema se die watisa kra ne ba ne sen na se watisa no ye nkwoche
Mate is still speaking, but has changed the style. Those I need to communicate with them, I communicate. Sometimes through text messages. And a lot of things have happened because of my intervention. So I'm still speaking. You know, the regulations, practice, and procedure of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, the spirit of our constitution is that the Presbyterian Church of Ghana has only one person, one representative to speak on behalf of the church. And that person is the moderator of General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana. Not past moderators, but 7 moderators. And for me, my understanding of leadership is that, especially in the church's setting, leadership is like a relay race. When the baton is given to you, you don't take it, it's given to you. When the baton is given to you.
And Right Reverend Professor Emmanuel Mate wono kane moderator Edima Presbyterian of Church of Ghana. And I wait me akasa no yenkopie mo e wo fra mantemo whole west constituency anabose mantem anabose imperial so peje honom ene yakwa akopie mo wonim se aban we wode agenda 111 ediaba wo se oba besi ayaresabia ewo mantem ahodo ni nyinara na okopie mo ewo fra mantem a womo esu ankasa womo twi dawere adentina womo esi bia ya yede sa ayaresabia no ekono enya de womo bo ejeso ni nyina wo fra mantem de na nso kamia ese womo wo kpeje honom no national cake no ye che no ebi anso womo so nti bia ya yede sa hospital ne kono womo hwe enim sa ka yemfa mra womo chen ene yede ekọ bebe foforo nti no womo ye kire mu odin ankasa convener woda womo no ahemfo na afenso no mebure wo kromu nyina ene womo ye kire no convener woda kpeje youth association ano odi kan ekasa ye ekan same edituja.
We have resolved as a matter of urgency to consider the following: A, deassociating ourselves from Whole West District Assembly. B, our 2 assembly members shall not participate in any sitting in the Whole West District Assembly. No revenue collector from the Whole West District Assembly shall be welcome into Paje henceforth. Finally, no political activity by the ruling government will be tolerated in any part of Paje community if nothing is done or conveyed to us during the next 2 weeks.
You are also aware that government services will still have to run. So we are pleading with you to agree that as for issues such as waste management, revenue,
and no echi wa hempo a wono so e wo honom wono so e kan sense e de to aso.
We were promised that the hospital will be sited at Peje because it is an elongated district, and so we feel that these things should be shared equally among us. Now, sadly enough, quite recently, we heard that there has been a change, that the district hospital is being sited at Jolokwita instead of Peje, which is very unusual, and in fact, we feel very, very embarrassed, very, very terrible. We don't believe that the president is changing this. No, we told him that we were still not convinced of what he said, because we don't know those people who came to inspect the place. He said a report was written by some doctors. If they come to discuss this or to see the site and there is a change, they should let us be involved. Then we all discuss and know what is going to happen next. But they didn't inform us. We were promised.
Ntino etimemefo a womo ewo peje mensin no emo ewo eye ho west enna womotime akasano yanto akase no so yenyina ye nem se osugo kwamanyoko no efiefia bato no womo hyase efi police station womo wie no modiko eye impesua so constituency honom womo ewie no sese no mantem no enna eye na wotwe ewie ye womo de ehhehye so enefia de mantem bi ebeto aba na echina so ebi ato aso kwasiada ebi nso ebeto ato aso saa ekopem ebra a womo beto ni nyina etimi ewie ye kopiemo ewo bono is mantem nso dia na enede womu echemu se womu de no baso didin nti yesen treni a wono ebutu honom ajiwudin eye nanadwumo wono ena yasoma no se wonkwohwe se na grounds no esefa etie niema ekoso ewo honom esenyan na emse yesaka no ewa homa no so yenko na yene no enko eye ko na yene no enko twetwe nkomo na yenyina yenim wo kyeremu se nipa bebre eno mwetimi ejina ewo eye nkrazna honom anapose bono is honoma womo pedibre ewo NPP otunkokoko amanyoko no emo ebi epedwemte ni dibre ebi epetrotrofo dibre ebi epe regional organizers dibre ebi epedibre bebre ni nyina enese womo hwese womo beto aba no ediama ni papa won behwe na womo breaking the eight na womo kanu ebetimi abaso pa ede ama womo enti womo gusuara ebo homodin say wonna womo sefata se womo agi dibre ewo amanyoko ni mo ewo bono is honum no womo eno beto aba ede ama womo enti yebekọ ni akohwe se no biade bia niam bia yebetimi ede ato aba no bibia aye krado ana menti me ho ase biara eni honum ana emi se yensa etimi aka no yenko na yenko tie no eye ajiwudin me mawachi mo akwaba
mejo so me nuaba
mbacho na wo komwe o nyankopon ne so de ache tie ho ye pa
na
Bono East ene day NPP amanyoko no abato no wo mo preparation etisen
yo menase nyame adom preparation ne de so far de eni ehu no bibia da na kwan so a bibia ni ho ebesi kwan ne sa abato no ebeba so
enti imprempre no enya dia obi kase o se na ye hu no wo mantam ahodo bi na yeyi amafo bi die efrim na ebi wona enti se wo mbegina na wo mogina sa nyama no ebi eni Bono is onu mana
oh David had ye need die no from the scratch polling station all 11 constituencies and now they are bugabono na obi personal interest influence abano. So, Oma go through process na and they do the regional level. Obia ye certified with the system and the media do elections. Now they are maintaining who say court and same BIA wom. Ntinya ko kon ya adomo hwie be mo beye no wotwe na ebia abato na tima hyase e wo kentampo na omo adia tun se omo kwoto aba no ewo Kentampo College of Health. And the one about no ebekoso. So far, nipa aje pene na ne omokoto aba no dodo 234 from all the 11 constituencies ewo bunu east ha eni pa nei omonso ejina aye tromoso aba from chairman to Nasara coordinator no positions no do 10 and nipa ejina for all these portfolios no 23 enti sana ehonsem etf so far na call ground so no ohwe ba bia pressure ewo pa manfo eni edi akira the chairmanship secretary and women organizer what them say pressure wapa for baby they say treasurer or for on of post baby they say youth organizer 5 minutes to the election nipa tuna na ejina ba kon atro inter wo say na dia obekọ contest ni bi nti honso akoye on of post na other portfolios ni nya dia pressure wo bia Nasara nipa miensa na ejina but pressure ni shada anyway for the chairmanship no de ya de hona ne dudu ni nyina anihwe honso na so nyina so tie se ye behu de befima ba de ama pressure ho no incumbent asen ejina the friend Thomas Adu Apia Nkrana Elofi and two other contenders and so free Techiman Ibrahim Baba Bukari and former MC for Techiman South Prince Yaudonina Adodona Bonemrane say oyi akwan enso eka ho oko for the secretary ye were the incumbent free Techiman ye friend no David Wate and a contender Kofi Amufa ono so free Atebubu last 2.5 years I bunu it na MP pupa batos ko yi omumpen for no ya de ahwe secretary sampen fo we ene ko gina ye na David Wate enwen ye enti enei Kofi Amufa asen babio a obepetumi edef delegate to enti ya de a ye nimnani dada enti oba no onye foforo enti ya de o supporters pa against incumbents what so o share baby say women organizer nipa mienu na agina incumbents no aye so fire free dance o free Atebubu na nipa o contest na ne so ye AKOSUA akofo a o free Techiman North 2 contenders ade a 2.5 years ye chebunu 8 omoko contest samre na ye maame Lorichia eka ho be back this time wa ma ono ko Techiman North ene ono na ye women organizer ewo Techiman North enti sa nipa mienu so ya ade a contest no omakobia yeni momodada enti nya de omo ya foforo friend obi a supporters ene enti wudu ani hwem ho no ma ema contest no din pa wo enti these are the portfolios say anidia tripa ye hwe ba bia susuan de bode ho no be fa abra omato abano awie enti so far grounds on so de boko basa yes security level bibia da na kwan so we are looking forward say bibia be chance ewo ne kwan so kofem say di dwumadi ni na beba na wie na anumere no de frima ababia no ye be fa XTV kasafidi anakasafonyini so na yama atiefo ate de ekoso ewo bunu east annual delegate conference MPP for de shisha so Kintampo South
Aji udi we die meda ase waboni nyina mo de amaye ye de obesi afo ani direchiri enwumre nso ye besan so abawakachi
minwaba meda ase nyame adoma de befirima babia no ye bema yahwefo aso ate
iyo enti no ye sentwe ni a woto ye nkra efri eyebo no ismante mo aji udi na nadwomo na wetimi abomo de amaye ahosiesi a NPP amanyuko a womo ewobo no is honom womo etimi aya yodi ekwa akoto aba ene de befirima babia no ena nwumre ye kasie mu nso ye bema waso etimi atebe inti yenjira omo semso na no pe kase ye de brew no yemfani nyina amfansi ha meda wasesa wonya bre ni adaje na wo hwe XTV ya no panonsia kasie memfa sedam fama wona omugina camera na chi ema me ye DJYX na fansi no fit Samsung de twa metu mu MC aho eyelo abra Bismarck nso etan na chi na sentreni a wabone homodin wakuntire nsem nyina egu krata so de maame asem mufo nso aso ne so kroji a mebekenkan ema wo eye Zinab Hassan wono ena wabone homodin me amekenkan de ma wonso oba pa MAVIS AKOSUA ATTEH executive producers boss lady ni bosso metuche pa de ma wo mo ene anope me sorry so die na chese agudie mu nsem de wo petie de wo pa hwe de wo hu bi da chese de be ya wo de no eno nkwa ena wo ba be hu no ewo ene anope agude mu nsem abra me nua be ma Michael OFORI ATTA waye kradwa wode ebro me da wase emomo ene hwe